Are you feeling lost or struggling in your life? Saint Pio, a revered figure in Christian faith, offers profound insights into recognizing the influence of the devil in our lives. In this video, we'll delve into 7 clear signs inspired by Saint Pio's wisdom that indicate the devil might be messing up your life. Watch till the end to learn how to combat these influences and regain control over your life. Now, before we begin, let's take a moment to reflect on how your day has been so far. Drop a comment below and share your thoughts or experiences. Remember, acknowledging our struggles is the first step towards overcoming them. Hey there, seekers of light and truth. Have you ever found yourself in a dark place, feeling like something unseen is pulling the strings of your life? Well, you're not alone. Today, we're delving into the profound teachings of Saint Pio, a beacon of spiritual wisdom in the Christian faith. Inspired by his insights, we'll explore 7 signs that might indicate the devil is meddling in your life. But wait, before we dive in, take a moment to reflect. Have you ever experienced moments where you felt lost, disconnected, or overwhelmed? Drop a comment below and let's journey through this together. So, in this video, we'll uncover these signs, whether they're directly from the words of Saint Pio or simply inspired by his timeless wisdom. Ready to shine a light on the shadows? Let's go! Sign 1. Persistent feelings of despair and hopelessness. Do you find yourself trapped in a cycle of despair, where each day feels heavier than the last? Saint Pio often spoke about the devil's cunning tactics to cloud our minds with negativity, leading us to believe that there's no escape from our troubles. This persistent feeling of hopelessness can be a clear indication of the devil's influence in our lives. In times of distress, it's crucial to remember the words of Psalm 34 verse 18, "The Lord is close to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit." These words remind us that even in our darkest moments, God is present and offers solace to those who seek Him. Saint Pio himself encouraged believers to turn to prayer and faith in times of despair, trusting in God's unwavering love and guidance to lead us out of the darkness. Sign 2. Lack of peace and inner turmoil. Have you ever felt like your mind is a battleground, torn between conflicting emotions and restless thoughts? Saint Pio emphasized the importance of inner peace as a sign of God's presence in our lives. However, the devil seeks to disrupt this peace by stirring up inner turmoil and unrest. This lack of peace can manifest in various ways, such as constant worry, anxiety, or a sense of unease. In Matthew 11 verses 28 to 30, Jesus invites us, saying, "Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and humble in heart, and you will find rest for your souls." These words remind us that true peace can be found in surrendering our burdens to God and trusting in His comforting embrace. Saint Pio urged believers to cultivate a life of prayer and meditation, seeking refuge in God's presence to calm the storms within our hearts. Sign 3. Increase in temptations and sinful behaviors. Have you noticed a sudden surge in temptations pulling you away from your moral compass? Saint Pio warned against the deceptive allure of temptation, as the devil often disguises sin as something pleasurable or harmless. These temptations can lead us down a path of sinful behaviors, distancing us from God's grace and love. In James 1 verses 14 to 15, it is written, "But each person is tempted when they are dragged away by their own evil desire and enticed. Then, after desire has conceived, it gives birth to sin, and sin, when it is full grown, gives birth to death." These verses serve as a reminder of the dangerous consequences of succumbing to temptation and straying from God's will. Saint Pio advised believers to remain vigilant against the snares of temptation, seeking strength and guidance through prayer and unwavering faith. Sign 4. strained relationship with God and others? Do you feel a growing distance between yourself and God, as well as those around you? Saint Pio recognized the devil's tactics in fostering doubt, resentment, and discord in our relationships. When we harbor feelings of anger, bitterness, or estrangement towards God or others, it creates a rift in our spiritual and interpersonal connections. In 1 Peter 5 verse 8, we are cautioned, "Be alert and of sober mind. Your enemy the devil prowls around like a roaring lion looking for someone to devour." This verse highlights the devil's relentless pursuit to divide and conquer, weakening our bonds of love and unity. Saint Pio encouraged believers to foster forgiveness, reconciliation, and compassion in their relationships, reflecting God's unconditional love and mercy towards one another.
Let's take a moment to uncover another fascinating aspect of Padre Pio's life. Did you know that he served as a spiritual director to numerous individuals, offering guidance and counsel to both lay people and clergy? Many attribute profound spiritual conversions and transformations to his advice and support. Now, let's return to our discussion and explore more intriguing signs the devil is messing up your life.
Sign 5: Spiritual emptiness and detachment from faith. Have you ever experienced a sense of emptiness or disconnection from your faith practices? Saint Pio stressed the importance of nurturing a vibrant spiritual life rooted in prayer, devotion, and participation in religious rituals. However, the devil seeks to sow seeds of doubt and spiritual apathy, leading us to feel disconnected from our faith and the presence of God. This spiritual emptiness can leave us feeling adrift and uncertain, questioning the very foundation of our beliefs. In Ephesians 6 verse 12, it is written, "For our struggle is not against flesh and blood, but against the rulers, against the authorities, against the powers of this dark world and against the spiritual forces of evil in the heavenly realms." These words remind us of the spiritual warfare we face and the importance of remaining steadfast in our faith despite the challenges. Saint Pio urged believers to persevere in prayer and devotion, seeking to reignite the flame of faith within their hearts and souls. Sign 6: Feeling under attack or oppressed by negative forces. Do you ever feel like you're constantly under siege, facing relentless attacks from unseen forces? Saint Pio believed in the reality of spiritual warfare and the presence of evil forces seeking to undermine our faith and well-being. These attacks can manifest in various forms, such as physical ailments, emotional distress, or inexplicable difficulties in our lives. In Psalm 91 verses 4-5, we find reassurance: "He will cover you with his feathers, and under his wings you will find refuge. His faithfulness will be your shield and rampart. You will not fear the terror of night, nor the arrow that flies by day." These verses remind us of God's protective presence in the face of adversity, shielding us from harm and providing refuge in times of trouble. Saint Pio encouraged believers to arm themselves with the armor of God, standing firm against the schemes of the devil and trusting in God's deliverance from evil. Sign 7: Persistent feelings of guilt and shame. Have you ever been plagued by overwhelming feelings of guilt and shame, unable to shake off past mistakes or transgressions? Saint Pio understood the devil's tactic of exploiting our vulnerabilities and past sins to keep us trapped in a cycle of self-condemnation. These feelings of guilt and shame can weigh heavily on our hearts, hindering our ability to experience the fullness of God's forgiveness and love. In Romans 8 verse 1, we find solace: "Therefore, there is now no condemnation for those who are in Christ Jesus." This verse reminds us of the liberating power of God's grace, which frees us from the bondage of guilt and shame through Christ's sacrifice on the cross. Saint Pio urged believers to embrace God's mercy and forgiveness, letting go of past mistakes and allowing His love to heal and restore our hearts. As we wrap up our exploration of these signs inspired by the wisdom of Saint Pio, I want to extend a heartfelt invitation to you, our cherished viewers. If you haven't already, consider subscribing to our channel and joining our community of seekers and believers. Click the notification bell so you never miss out on our latest content, and don't forget to like and share this video. You never know who might need to hear these words of encouragement. Remember, your comments are not just words on a screen, they're an opportunity to connect and grow together. So, drop a comment below with your thoughts, topic suggestions, or simply where in the world you're joining us from. How did you find us, and which part of today's discussion resonated with you the most? And if you feel called to support our monthly fundraising efforts for charity works, you can do so by clicking the Super Thanks button next to the like and share options, or get in touch with us via email. Every contribution makes a difference in spreading love and compassion to those in need. Before I sign off, let me remind you of the importance of spreading positivity and love in all that we do. Let's strive to live like Christ, always mindful of our words and actions. Remember, there is power in silence. If you encounter content that doesn't resonate with you, it's okay to move on gracefully. May the blessing of God be with you all always. Keep shining your light in the world, and until next time, take care, stay blessed, and keep the faith.